Hello team, I hope you've had a brilliant week in business. I wanted to talk a little bit about a phenomenon that you need to acknowledge as a human, but also particularly as a leader. And that is this phenomenon called negative bias. And negative bias is basically with two things being equal, we will naturally look for the one that goes down the negative path. So if you can imagine yourself as a leader that you're just evaluating the day, things are going well, the business plan's going well, the business is growing. What we naturally do is look for what's going wrong. But that's a natural thing for us because we want to lead a business that we're looking for problems to solve. When you got into business, you most likely found a problem that you could solve. You might have been a technician and you said, I know I could do that and I want to sell that. You got a few customers and so on and so forth. Or you're an entrepreneurial type that says, hey, that doesn't seem to work. I think you could do this, and you built a business to fix a problem you identified. But generally, that's the way people work. They either see something that annoys them or that they feel that they could build, they do it. Or they've got a skill and people acknowledge that skill and want to pay them for it. So you head off on your path of business. But as leaders, we generally have a negative bias. We're looking for the problem. And a lot of people get frustrated with that. A lot of people get anxiety and stress around, why do I always think I'm being negative? But it's not, it's a superpower you've got. It's not something that you need to worry about. You need to understand why you're naturally filtering the world for negativity. Because as a leader, that's how you got to this position. You are constantly looking for the problem because you're someone who is you're finely tuned to finding solutions. And as you start growing as a company, as you start to become better as an entrepreneur, as you become better as a business leader, you're going to realize that your negative bias is your superpower and you don't want to dull it down. You want to constantly filter the world for where can I solve a problem, but instead of getting worked up emotionally around it, actually realize that's what I'm here to do. I know I can fix that, but now I have the power, the understanding and the experience for why my brain's looking for that. Because if you keep finding opportunities, particularly in your business, you can keep innovating, you can keep growing, and you can keep pushing forward. When a problem crops up in the business, you actually realize I'm not being negative, there's another solution that I can apply to that problem. So if you find yourself feeling a little negative or feeling a bit down, just remember, it's most likely your superpower. You need to reframe how you look at the world because without that superpower, you probably wouldn't be where you are now. And that's a good thing. Hope you have a great week.